From the audience now.
For Jesse, I think it could be a phase that he's going through. It might not be, but I just want to say, once you go black, you never go back. There goes my husband right there. I do agree with you with one thing.
Look at hubby right there. Come here. You know, this group of kids back here said we could really relate to Jesse. Why?
Yes, because I feel that I have a certain friend.
This guy right here? Come on, stand up. Come on.
I feel he embarrasses me.
Why?
Because he walks around and he's like, yo, stuff.
So
like
what
that.
are you doing?
I don't think I do anything. It's just that.
Look at his hands.
She thinks.
So what's wrong with him? He's expressing himself.
But I think he tries to act black.
Maybe he's acting Italian. You know, using his hands. Why does
I don't think so.
What are you acting like?
Italian, that's what I am.
He isn't.
That's
I'm
what
all
I
from
am.
it. He's embarrassing me because he walks around with the hat low. He's in the slang. The slang comes out.
So what is that doing to you? When you say to her, what's wrong? How do you respond to this?
He laughs at it.
Rolonda, I think too many of us care too much about the strangers on the street, about what they're saying and what they're thinking, and like we can't get past the face value.
So Lawrence, what do you say to these young? Because this is our generation that's got to get this race stuff together.
We used to say that imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. That if someone picks up a cultural habit, a lot of us we have adopted Italian culture in our eating, Chinese culture in our eating. We use Yiddish because of Jews. People pierce their ears because of African Americans. We've learned a lot of music and other things from each other.
My question, Lawrence, is why don't folks like Trey and this young lady right here see their friends and go, I appreciate that they appreciate something that is part of
mocking
ignore
it.
how
I
he
think
acts.
that it's terrific. These people are taking it on because they appreciate it, and they're finding the pro-versity among all of us. We don't have to be so divided and separate on these issues.
Okay, you're right here. Stand up, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to say to Robert and especially your mom, I think there's a tension that really exists here. On the one hand, I think Betty had a valid point. I mean, she was saying that, you know, you have a duty on one hand to be a part of your race to a certain extent. Now, you have a point also, Robert.
And Betty is still on the phone if you want to talk to her.
I mean, I think Betty's dealing with some separate issues herself, and everyone's coming from a separate viewpoint here. We need to understand that also. But on the one hand, I mean, no one has a monopoly on intelligence. No one has a monopoly on social skills. And to limit someone is to stunt their growth. And we need to be encouraging people, especially black people need to be encouraging black people to grow and to do whatever they need to do to make themselves a better person. Now, at the same time, you can't deliberately ignore the problems and issues that are facing your community. It doesn't make good sense. I mean, the fact is that race is still a physical dilemma. And so if you have people of your color who are facing problems, you need to be attentive to those issues.
Yeah, my question is to Robert and Jesse. For Robert, I'm not gonna try to attack, but I just want to know, when you put the chemical in your hair and your eyes are green, do you find it that you're more welcomed and comfortable around your friends, that they,
No, I did this for aesthetic modeling purposes. The modeling agency I worked for, there were 4 black gentlemen in the agency.
Well, that says something right there.
We looked a lot like each other. So in order for me to get more work, I changed things about my appearance so I got more work than they did.
I think Robert recognizes that when he walks into a store, people are still going to treat him as a black man.
Anything else, Lawrence, I hope that this show will help us learn that word pro-versity, looking for things that we have in common instead of looking so much for all the things that we have different. In wrapping up, what do you say? Because I think all of us, especially young people, are going through a lot of things, are trying to find themselves. And with all the racial confusion in our nation as it is, it makes it that much tougher.
I'd say race is a major divider in our country, even more so than gender or religion. And we have to start very early talking to young people. You look at 6-year-olds walking into a cafeteria in an elementary school, they are already separating themselves. So there is the white Irish table here, the Latino table here, the black table there. We have to talk to kids about it very early.
And I think talking, and of course I'm a big proponent of talking anyway, but talking always helps. I just remember when I found myself alone around a group of folks, I always found that an opportunity to start a conversation and teach them about my culture and things that are different, that I could share. Those are the greatest things we have, our life experiences to share, and I thank all of you for sharing yours with your honesty. We'll see you next time.